Hello everybody, welcome. In the last clip I shared with you how to throw a teapot spout, and in this clip I want to show you how to put a spout onto a teapot. So yeah. Well, obviously what we're going to need to do is cut the spout so that it's lifted up like that, because you want to have think of the level of the tea in the teapot in relation to the spout. Very often I see teapots with a spout where the spout is lower than about here, so that means you can only fill the teapot so full before the tea starts to pour out of the spout. So that's no good. This teapot I threw the other day, it's actually a teapot that's been paddled, and using one of these type paddles, and as you can see it leaves the impression of the paddle. I've then sort of carried that idea over onto the lid. Alright, so it's all ready. I've trimmed out the foot, so we're all ready to go with this one for the spout. Okay, so what you want to do is have an idea, because you're going to have to cut this, you see. Well, having cut quite a few of these, I have an idea. So, I mean, let's just do this with you, so you can see that there. I'm using a small little kind of painter's spatula, which is a very useful tool to have in your pottery toolkit. All right, so I need to cut. I'm cutting away across there like that. I'll fine tune it. All right, so that you need to cut off like that. At this stage what I'll do is I'll just offer it up to the teapot just to see how it's looking. There's a bit more clay here that I'm going to want to remove, you see, like that, and around here like that. You don't want to leave more clay than you need. Okay, so far he's looking like that. Alright, so what we're going to do now is just dip him in the water like that. Decide where you want to put the spout. I don't think it really matters in this case, but you know, if you had a pattern or something. So now you see holding that up too. Now bear in mind the level here of the spout with the level of where you think the tea is going to be. All right. Yeah, okay. So now I'll do that again. The idea is you wet it first of all just to soften it up a bit, but also to so that when I do this, what I'm doing now, and I push it on like this, it leaves, I can see a mark there. I don't know if you can see it because there's so many other lines there, but there is a mark there. Let me mark it with my with this, just so you can. I don't know if you can see that, what I've done there. I've drawn that little. Okay, so that's where the mark was. Okay. So let's just bring the camera a little closer for detail. All right, like that. So within that mark there, what I want to do is use a hole borer, and I need to put some decent sized holes. Don't make them too big for the strainer, you see. And I usually put four down, and then I put 3 on each side. That's what I usually do. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's enough. You want enough holes so the tea can flow out easily. All right. Next, what we're going to do is just wet the area here around where we're going to attach the teapot spout, like that. I'm then going to take this tool and I'm just going to key the area here. Like this. Just cross hatch it like that, you see. Okay. Now from my wheel tray down here, I'm going to take some of this slurry clay. Okay, just put it around there like that. Let's bring the camera in for some detail on that. I want you to see that. Come on. Okay, so it's scratched or keyed, technical term. All right, let's take this the spout again. Just dip in one more time like that. All right, and let's put the spout in position. La la la. Dee, 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 dee. Okay, you see the sideways angle on that of the spout. Yeah, this is a little bit of a fiddle. Pressing down along the edge of the flare of the spout. Smoothing it, making a good join. Alright, when you're happy with it, you can take a sponge, just lightly sponge it. Don't sponge it too much, just lightly sponge it around just to clean it. Alright, let's bring that up to the camera so you can see how that's looking so far. So what I want you to notice is, you see the sweep of the teapot here, and then you see how it's nicely sweeping like that. You see it adds a sort of graceful look. The spout will add a nice graceful look to your teapot. But what we've got to do is cut it. We've got to cut the spout. Basically, cutting the spout, what you need to bear in mind is that the spout, because of the way it's thrown on the wheel, that in the firing, the spout twists a little bit. It does up a little bit, as it were, like a threaded nut. So the teapot spout twists a little bit. So when we cut this, the angle that we cut it, we need to cut it a little bit down on this left side here, because as it twists in the firing, it will level itself out. Okay. So again, using my little tool here, the sort of spatula tool, I'm going to eyeball it very carefully here. Incidentally, before you cut your spout, you don't want the spout here to be at all dry, all right? So if he's got a bit dry, sponge on a stick like that, just dampen him a little. Because if he is dry, when you cut him, as the cut goes through and to the other side, it will break away here, the edge. We don't want that, so you just got to do this a little bit carefully. Just do it a little bit gradually as you make this cut. You see. Let's bring the camera right there, so you can see. So you can see all my mistakes. No, I didn't mean that, did I? No. I can see the fire is smoking in the background there. So dip this in water, because it makes it slide a bit better, you see. So you see what I've done. I've cut through here, and make sure you keep your finger on the other side there when you're making the cut, okay? That's a good tip. So you're cutting into your finger slowly, like that, you see. All right, because you don't want it to break away on the other side. That's why you keep your finger there when you make the cut. All right. So, la 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 la. I don't know if you can notice that, but I think you can actually. But you'll see he's cut down. He's cut down, isn't he, on the left side here? If I hold that across there, like that, you'll see he's not level, is he? He's down. Well, that's what we want. Pull back the camera. Pull back the camera, jump. Oh, get back there, get back there, get back there. Get back. That's it. All right, so we're nearly done. Let's just tidy the end here. Now I use the hole boring tool here to clean up the inside here. Make sure he's nice and smooth so that the tea can flow. Let the tea flow. All right. Focus, chum. Come on, focus. I wanted him to focus. Okay, so in this case, this teapot spout is a little, perhaps, on the high side, just a little, but he's okay. Cut down on the left side a little bit. Okay, so what is going to be next to do on this teapot is to put a couple of rolled lugs across here and across here, because this is going to be a teapot that's going to have a cane handle over the top. Okay. La 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 la. You can see I've got some thrown handles here. These guys are going to go on the on the ramekins. That's going to be in my next clip. I made some ramekins and I'm going to be attaching those handles, those thrown handles, to the ramekins. That's coming up, just to whet your appetite. So good. I'm taking my apron out because I'm doing a shout out for the Cross River High School over there in New York, at the Cross River High School. Hi to everybody there. They did this t-shirt for me. I did a thing and they've been saying, when are you going to show when are you going to show your t-shirt? The t-shirt we did for you. So here it is. Anyway, yeah, thanks for joining us, folks. I hope that has been some help to you. How to put on a spout onto a teapot. A teapot is something is a challenging piece to make, isn't it? To put together, because of all the many different parts of the teapot, the handle, or whether it be a cane handle, lugs, the lid, the attachment of the spout. So how to, you know, pull all these ingredients together and to have a pot at the end of it, a teapot that really looks nice, it looks elegant, it looks inviting, like you want to pick it up and pour tea out of it. All of these things, different qualities, elegance, balance, sort of words that describe some of the attributes, I think, of a good teapot. And so have a go at making a teapot. Think of some of these qualities. You know, not too wide in a base, you see. Of any kind of form that has like a wide foot to it, doesn't really have any lift. Do you know what I mean? Lift. The narrower the foot is, it pronounces the belly more, doesn't it? If you think about it. As you go narrow in the foot, it pronounces the belly. And that gives the pot lift. Anyway, think about those things and have a go at making a teapot. Go to my website as well. SimonLeachPottery.com. We've got workshops here coming up. April, May, June. Places are getting pretty full, but there's still 1 or 2 slots. And then further on into July, August, etc. I'll just mention again, if anybody was interested in a trim tool, I'm getting some new ones of these made. Ones with a square end as well as the rounded end. So if you want one of those, I'm taking names. People need to book them because I'm only having a limited number made. So if you want one, write to me through my website, okay? Okay folks, thanks a lot for joining us, and as always, keep practicing. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.